Title: The Ukraine Conflict Unveiled, a comprehensive overview, description. In this video, we'll delve deep into the Ukraine conflict, a multifaceted crisis that erupted in 2014. Over the course of this video, we will explore its historical backdrop, immediate triggers, key actors, humanitarian consequences, international responses, peace efforts, and future outlook. The Ukraine conflict, which began in 2014, is a complex and ongoing crisis. To understand it, we must start with the historical context. Ukraine shares a long and complex history with Russia, and their intertwined past plays a crucial role in the events that unfolded. The conflict was ignited by a series of events in the early 2010s. The tipping point came in 2014 when Russia annexed Crimea, a region historically part of Ukraine. This move was met with international condemnation and marked the beginning of the crisis. The 2014 Ukrainian Revolution, also known as the Euromaidan protests, added fuel to the fire. Ukrainian citizens took to the streets, demanding political reforms and closer ties with the European Union. The Ukrainian government's response to these protests further escalated tensions. Understanding the conflict also requires familiarity with its major players. The Ukrainian government has been determined to maintain the country's territorial integrity and independence. Russia, accused of supporting separatist movements in eastern Ukraine, provided both military and political backing to self-declared People's Republics in Donetsk and Luhansk. Pro-Russian separatists in eastern Ukraine, with alleged Russian support, fought for autonomy from the Ukrainian government, leading to the establishment of self-proclaimed republics. Western countries imposed economic sanctions on Russia and supported Ukraine diplomatically and financially. International organizations like the United Nations and the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, OSCE, played roles in monitoring and facilitating peace negotiations. Civilians in conflict-affected areas faced displacement, casualties, and humanitarian challenges. The conflict has evolved over the years with changing dynamics and territorial shifts. Early conflict followed the annexation of Crimea, leading to fighting in eastern Ukraine. Territorial control shifted multiple times, and ceasefires, including the Minsk agreements, were often violated, leading to ongoing violence. Civilians suffered immensely, facing displacement, infrastructure damage, and a lack of access to basic services. International responses to the Ukraine conflict have varied. Western countries imposed sanctions on Russia, provided military aid to Ukraine, and expressed political support for its territorial integrity. Humanitarian organizations delivered aid to conflict-affected areas. Diplomatic initiatives, like the Minsk agreements and Normandy format talks, aimed to find a peaceful resolution. Despite diplomatic efforts, lasting peace remains elusive. The conflict's future is uncertain, with scenarios ranging from continued conflict and frozen status quo to a diplomatic breakthrough or international peacekeeping involvement. The path to resolution depends on the willingness of all parties to seek a peaceful path forward. Thank you for joining us in this comprehensive overview of the Ukraine conflict. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth analyses on global issues.